Nice try, Garon. Feels like you don't know what justice is made of. We won't kowtow to threats like that, Your Eminence. Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, but I can't back down now. I don't want to drag you into this, so... Don't worry. I'm with you, to the bitter end, if need be. I can't say I'm used to it. This isn't like my first rodeo. Bro, I know this happened. I played as you. Bro. I remember this. I don't know what happened in the past, but it looks like everyone in this country still considers lawyers to be liars. So I can understand if you don't believe me. But I still believe in you and your innocence. So all I have to do is keep believing and find the truth. That's all there is to it. So keep on fighting, Apollo. You'll hear no objections from me. You doo-doo heads. You'll die if you lose this case. Why would you even entertain the notion of continuing? I believe that Dirk is innocent. That's why. And besides, trials exist to give the truth a chance to get out into the open. You can't give up just because you're afraid of some punishment. Even if that punishment is death. Does that not frighten you, you hornhead? I mean, bitch, who wouldn't be scared? I mean, just thinking about it. Makes me weak in the knees, to be real with you. But as a lawyer, I have a duty to protect my client. I can't just abandon that. Duty? And yet, duty. It's a heavy burden, alright? Ray looks like she's really struggling. Maya, if you say this shit one more time. Oh my. God damn it, Maya. She said that line more times than she's actually appeared in this game. But it's no surprise considering the torn, painful truth she's had to face. Alrighty then. If the defense is prepared to face a death sentence under the Defense Culpability Act, then I see no reason to not to continue with the proceedings. But I must admit, I see no grounds for doubting the accused's guilt. Unless the defense has further evidence that would indicate a different suspect. Do we have anything like that? Well, lawyer, do you have anything like that? Or shall I have the executioner start his preparations? If she thinks I can't do this, she's got another thing coming. But first, let me take a selfie. I see that new evidence indicates it was suspect. Let's see. I mean, I should probably just say yes, because we're fucked if we don't have any evidence like that. But I really, I know they're gonna ask me something like this, but, shit. I'm just gonna say yes. Sure it does. Excuse me. Oh ho ho. Do you now? How very interesting. That was loud. Why didn't she sound the least bit concerned? No, I can't let it get to me. I just have to keep pressing forward. This new evidence points to a different suspect. Of course they're gonna ask me. Come on. Think. We know this is Dirk's blood. Back pain. The notepad? I don't have anything, so I'm just gonna present a random thing. You will claim this evidence proves the existence of a different subject. Wait, that wasn't the reaction I was expecting. Are you saying this piece of evidence doesn't do anything for you? It would appear to me that you are stupid as fuck. So kill yourself. Ugh. Okay. Time to that one. I say that new evidence, yeah, it does exist. That's why they ask you that again. Such evidence does not exist. Just as I thought. I was still hoping to present meaningless evidence and allow me to claim your head. That's kind of what I just did. Glad I didn't walk headfirst into that one then. Okay, are you trying to say something to me, game? Are you trying to say something? Bro, get off me. Well, what now, Apollo? Well, unless we can prove that Nana killed Inga, this trial's fucked. And so are we. Isn't there still a way to get the proof we need, even without evidence? You know, the key means of obtaining testimony here in Khura'in. Wait, are you actually suggesting? Yes, something won't be easy, but it's worth a try. Your Majesty, a crucial step in uncovering the truth behind this case has yet to be taken in this trial. I'm positive that I can back up our claim with this one step. You mean you'll be able to prove that Nina killed Justice Minister Inga? And just how do you propose to do that? With the help of a certain someone. You need help? From someone? Well, I can't imagine who it could be. But I suppose I must ask. Uh-oh. Whose help do you need to uncover the truth? Why are you asking all these questions, dude? I guess... Maya? She could channel a spirit? You require help from that individual? No, what I'm saying is, let's all come together on this one. If y'all think seriously. We need to put our heads together to see how far you're reaching. Okay. So that wasn't it. I don't know. Rafa? Okay. I thought she couldn't do her thing because she was like in shock or whatever. But that is... Me? Here in Khura'in, legal proceedings include the viewing of the victim's final moments. But that requires your benevolence's help. Such information is just as vital as any other piece of conclusive evidence. And if you're right about this, Riven's power should enable her to see the very moment they stab Inga. It'll be hard to watch her father's murder, but it's the only way to uncover the truth. Princess, we need you and your power. You need me? Wretched simpleton, did you not see what ensued in the previous attempt? You would only succeed in wasting more time. Or is it your goal to make her collapse again? The princess says she was prepared earlier. Besides, it's her duty as royal priestess. I'd say it's all to her now. Am I prepared? Prepared to fulfill my diggity-doo. Isn't a divination stance required in all trials anyway? If so, I imagine there'd be a problem with pulling down a verdict without one. Yeah, it would be problematic. Under Khura'in's law, a seance must be conducted before a verdict can be rendered. Oh, shit. Must you try my patience so? If I must dispense with that vexing law, then dispense with it I shall. What? As ruling sovereign of Khura'in, I proclaim the following. Oh my god. She's writing with her fingernail. Henceforth, the divination stance shall be optional. What the fuck? She has the power to do that? Well, I mean, of course, she's the queen. There's no one above her in this country. She just wrote the law with a flourish of her hand. Mother, I did not wish for the trial to end like this. As the defense said, I must not know that I should go through this time. I'll get to the seance what's more. Such insolence! If I do not be fooled by this loyally guile, you are not prepared to waste your father's death. I am not prepared to waste my father's death. Rafa, did you not tell me earlier? Did you not tell me you were prepared? But despite your grandiose posturing, you collapsed in the most piteous fashion. Even worse, you have erred in your insights and ways. For has not the barbed one there overturned them more than once? Oh. You cannot be trusted to keep your word, nor can you reveal the truth through your insights. So I say to you, be gone! Thought? The Sacred Hall of Justice has no need for such a worthless royal priestess. Worthless? Fuck, how could you say that to her own daughter? So, Mother, you think me worthless? Her mother says she can do it, doesn't she? So I don't see why you have to condemn her if she even made the attempt. Very well, Horned Devil. If you really are so bent on having a seance, I shall give my consent. Yeah, deadass? However, should Rafa fail once more, you two and the accused shall all be executed on the spot. What? This is going to be far more interesting than I anticipated. Well, lawyer, what say you? Will you wager your life and call on Rafa to point his seance? Fuck that. Even if I say I believe in and want to call in on her, the truth is, I really don't know her that well. Your benevolence, maybe we should go on home today. I'm sure you can use the rest. Are you sure about this, Apollo? If we don't believe in her, who does she have left? Oh, you're right. Besides, without her, we'll never get to the proof we need. Yeah. So, it would seem I truly am not needed here. I don't think you're worthless, your benevolence. Far from it, in fact. If you say you can do it, then I believe you can do it. Huh, Hornhead? I do not understand. If I fail, you will be put to death. I know you collapsed during your previous attempt. Oh gosh, it's unsettling. You just had to show me that again? I can't even imagine how terrible it must have been for you. But despite that, you were willing to try again. I have faith in that conviction, in that courage. My courage? Ah, so she was doomed to fail if she didn't have the courage to form a seance. Looks like she's got determination to try again. Right. And that's a bit of a willing to take. But it is as Mother said, I have erred in my insights as of late. Not only have I failed to reveal the truth, I've also contributed to false accusations. Knowing that, can you still say that you believe in me? Objection! No. No one takes stock in those words. Rafa, despite what despite what your mother says, I don't think you've made any errors at all. Huh? The trials I had been part of here in Khura'in, I would have never proved my client's innocence without your seances. Because even though they didn't always reflect the absolute truth, the insight they provide served as a vital lead to find the truth. Vital leads? My seances? So, please, try to perform the damage seance one more time. Rafa, stop this madness. It is for your own good. You are ill-prepared to face your father's death. Go. Leave the Sacred Hall at once. No. The fuck? I said no. For I'm royal pieces of Khura'in. I have no need for you now. Even if you do not need me, Mother. Hornhead and this Hall of Justice do. He proved to me by risking his own life. It is because of him that I now understand. The Divination Seance is my sacred duty. I must fulfill it, no matter the risk. W. Your benevolence. Mother told me that the Divination Seance was a mirror reflecting not but the truth. But I began to have my doubts after Barb had disproved the insights it offered. And now, I don't even know who or what to trust anymore. Father, mother, even Nana. I had believed in them all above others. But I finally know now. I know what I could trust. The royal priestess must debate each seance with the presiding lawyer and prosecutor. So that it can be interpreted properly. That is how I believe Trialsium Carine should function. Therefore, the Hall of Justice needs me. It is my power that leads Trials towards the truth. That is my sacred duty, and I will never shirk from it again. Damn straight. And that is a product of what you've learned in your struggle so far. The truth that you realize with your own strength. My sacred duty, I must ensure that it is fulfilled. I must have the courage and resolve to see it through. Remember, the royal priestess says she will conduct a divination seance. I see no grounds for you to forbid it. Unless, of course, your ruling on my review is something you find inconvenient. Mother, I'm done letting you have your way. Rafa, you would actually rebel against me, your mother and queen? Though I am scared to see my father's death. I must face my fear. That is what Hornhead has taught me here today.
I am the royal priestess, Rafa Padma Kurain. And I am prepared to face my father's death.
You go. Your Eminence, seems the princess is more grown up than you thought. Rafa. Welp, let's proceed with the divination seance. Making final moments. This should be interesting. I don't think memories are gonna be. Are you gonna do this again?
Oh, Holy Mother, we let the owl dance.
You did it last time. You did it last time, Rafa. You didn't, get to the point. Fire song, I know, but just do it. It should be good. Oh, grapes and incense. Sour. This is the tomb. Those are his footsteps, I'm assuming. Man's voice. He was on the phone. That could be it. But oh, and pain. Footsteps. Pain. Oh, he's still alive. Oh no. Ah, shit. I mean, technically it doesn't show him. It doesn't show his face. Explosion. Laughter. That was a long ass fucking vision. Well then. Yeah. What in the? A faceless being? What the fuck? His face, it's just like the picture of the founder. Oh my god, this nigga's face is the founder. I think that's the last thing anyone expected to see. Oh, Father, what was it? What was it you saw? Are we to understand that this was the last thing the victim saw? Yes, there can be no mistake. That was what my father himself witnessed. How very strange. You don't suppose the Holy Mother possessed the accused and slew Mr. Inga for planning a coup? The divine wrath of the Holy Mother? Oh, Holy Mother! We are ever grateful for your blessings. Talking about a sharp left turn into the Twilight Realm. You know, there's one thing in there that caught my attention. The laughter. That laugh. Who does it belong to? And why are they laughing? Who knows? But this song sure is a banger. Although I suppose it could be Dirk after he's seen my husband. Right, but I figured it didn't even have a mouth. Ho 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 ho. Merry Christmas, motherfucker. I think we're done here, lawyer. How so? You claim that the Minister Ingle was stabbed in his private quarters, and, feeling no pain, went to the tomb, where he eventually fell dead. But the seance vision proves he was stabbed in the tomb and felt great pain no less. Oh, yeah. Therefore, as I started along, it was the accuser who stabbed the minister in the tomb. Ugh. Everything just backfired. Big time. Wow. Gron has the devil's own luck, doesn't she? Now then, I shall give voice to the soul of the deceased. Listen well and heed these words. Alright, Rafa, show me what you can do. Don't fuck me over, cause Lord knows I am asked these insights. At around 3 p.m., my father was waiting in the tomb to make a hostage exchange. He was drinking grape juice while gazing upon the picture of the Holy Mother. Okay. He'd been waiting vigilantly when suddenly he heard Dirk's voice. The next moment, he was stabbed in the back and collapsed. My father tried to shoot his attacker, but he missed, and then he fired, and then he missed, and then fired, and then he missed. Okay. Obscure game reference. Anyways, but he missed, and the attacker let out a laugh. Well, what now, right? It's up to us to not hold Rafa's testimony. I mean, her insight. In other words, we need to prove that her understanding of them could be mistaken. Alright, we'll give it a shot. This ought to be good. This ought to be fucking good. Okay. Yep. And then he gets up. Yep. Dirk's voice. I mean, technically, it doesn't. You don't know that's Dirk's voice.
Objection!
Technically, you don't know it's Dirk's voice. Yeah, but no, there seems to be an inconsistency in your test and your interpretation. An inconsistency where? Mr. Ingle was far too relaxed for what was totally about to take place. He was drinking grape juice. When you heard the voice you claim is Dirk's, he didn't seem the least bit alarmed. He just kept looking at the picture of the founder. That's pretty strange, isn't it? He was waiting for Dirk to arrive with the founder's orb. But when he heard that voice, he didn't even turn to look. Makes me think he would have been worried about being attacked from behind. Then whose voice was it? It was likely someone whose presence wouldn't have alarmed him. Someone like a friend. But there is no third party to scene of the crime. Therefore, the voice can only have belonged to Dirk. The voice of a third party who wasn't there in the tomb. Paulo, don't we have something that can reveal the owner of the mysterious voice? You know, I think we do. Something that Inge had while he was waiting for Dirk. His cell phone. He was on the phone. I could prove with this. That's not a picture, right? That's my father's. I know this must be hard for you, but could you please take a look at this photo? There's something in here that could point us towards the identity of the voice. The real source of the man's voice. It's the fucking knife. Yeah, it's the fucking phone. A cell phone. Right. I believe that the voice Mr. Heard was of a call on this cell phone. I see. Well, this one makes sense. What is your Eminence's view on the matter? I can see the possibility. And it seems I must refine my vision. Okay. It appears that the voice belongs to one of my father's subordinates. Well, why do you suppose he was talking to one of them then? My father had members of the secret police positioned throughout the palace. They were supposed to attack him as soon as they saw Dirk and the rest of you. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Even though I believe you have an insight through his eyes. I know, bitch nigga. Don't presume to tell me how to do my duty. Bitch, you know what your duty was until 5 minutes ago, but you know, whatever. Unless you have your moment. Okay. The voice is coming from the phone. That's good to know. There might be other sounds coming from the phone. Sounds like could be clues. Take a look at the way for sites. Okay, sounds from the phone that could be clues, eh? Shit, I ate. Oh, okay. Is this supposed to be the contradiction? I don't think it is. I might just have to YOLO it, because I'm pretty sure with all the insights you're supposed to just keep going on the same line. This isn't it, is it? I know for a fact this isn't it. I know for an absolute fact that this isn't it, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. Why? I don't know what else to do. I hate to break it to you, Evans, but you misinterpreted something again. What do you mean? Again? Yeah, smooth hollow. I think you just hurt her feelings. She put on a brave face, but you know she's a pussy inside. Sorry. Let me phrase that. Your interpretations of your father's phone call to a subordinate at the palace is complete bullshit. What do you mean by that? A line's word could be heard over the phone. Did you find that kind of strange? Clearly the call was to someone at the palace. Oh yeah. Probably, yeah. That's what I meant. I knew that. But let me ask you, do you keep lions there? No. The only animals at the palace are little birdies and my pet frog. You have a pet frog? Wait, that giant one in front of the minister's house is our pet? Besides, there aren't any lions to Khura'in. We don't even have any zoos. A rather sad state of affairs, I'm afraid. Wait, then why the fuck do you hear a lion's roar? Oh, that was probably the bird. I remember hearing a sound like that. The lion's roar coming from the photo is actually from something hanging out in the bazaar. The jungle. Isn't it the cry that were bad over the bazaar? Your Benevolence, do you think you can clarify the voice for me? Very well. I will now attempt to further refine my vision. Okay. What's this? Yeah, I was right, bitch. What do you expect? Told you so. It was a call bad. I swear I said that word differently every time. That means that the boy that Mr. Engel was talking to was in the bazaar, not the palace. But why is it important where the call came from? What significance could it have? Yeah, she's right. Is it important to know where the call was made from? Well, absolutely. Don't ask me why, though. It's actually very important. Knowing that the person on the other end was at the bazaar means that the loud explosion might not have been the sound of a gunshot. But But oh, I can ignore the item that makes such a noise in the area. Go on, Apollo. Tell her. Tell her for the real source of that sound. Don't worry, I gotcha. What was the true source of that explosive sound? I got you right here, dog. I got you right here, my dude. Albie's statement. Boom. Take it. What is that? It's Albie, your guide's testimony. In it, he claims that Dr. Ball threw a firecracker at him while he was in the bazaar. Then... Uh-huh. Exactly. The sound heard over the phone was a firecracker exploding. I mean, technically that's kind of what a gun is, right? It's an explosion with, you know, gunpowder in it. And yet a bullet was found at the scene of the crime. A bullet fired from the enemy's gun. How do you explain that? Well, we don't know whether it was fired during the course of the crime, right? Or you have evidence that proves when the pistol was discharged. No, I have none. Didn't think so, bitch. But wait a minute, if the loud bang was a firecracker, then could that laugh at the end have been... No, it can't be. Uh-huh. Oh, it can, and it is. The laugh came from none other than... the Joker, who got a kick out of startling Albie with his dragon snot snaps. The happy-go-lucky motherfucker. That's our ball. What? Someone should really put a leash on this nigga. God damn it, Datterbell. Datterbell. Datterbale. Datterbell. I sure think how one man could be the source of so much trouble. Ha 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 ha. Hey there, AJ. PW. Y'all can thank me later. No one asked you stupid ass commentary, Arbol. Your Benevolence, do you need to revise your insight? It would appear so. Ah, shit. From a subordinate to the Tsar. Okay. Shoots with a loud bang, the firecracker dodged through. And if I laugh more, none. That's himself. So there really isn't anything incriminating for, what's his name, except for the knife. Well, this changes everything. Let's go over the details of Rafa's insight again. Alrighty. I think I've got this down now. It's time to find out the consistency. Okay. Ah, shit, we're back in this bitch. So, it's been a couple days. I finally, figured out what it is, I think. According to Albie's statement, this happened around 2 p.m., where that's, the firecracker or whatever. If you look at whatever is having, or her statement or whatever, it says around 3 p.m., my father was waiting in the tomb, make the exchange, and I pray that that doesn't add up, because it doesn't, right? This gunshot happened around 2 p.m., but she claims that this happened around 3. So please. Objection! Please. Oh my god. Wow. Your Benevolence, there's a grilling problem with your insight. There is. You say that the murder happened at around 3 p.m., which is around the time my client arrived on the scene. However, now we know that the source of the loud bang is your... Oh, what it is, your insight conflicts with a certain piece of evidence. Uh-oh, I guess I have to ask the obvious question here. What type of underwear do you wear? Of course, I just looked at it. Man, it has been a couple days since I've played this. Oh my gosh, those freaking things, dude. I'll be your guide's statement again. Yep, because to summarize what he said, around 2 p.m., Shadow was surprised by a firecracker ran to the palace courtyard. Around 2 p.m. That's right, 2 p.m. Not 3 p.m., not 4 p.m., not 5 p.m. Ah! Are you suggesting? Damn right I am. Dax's laugh, the cries were bad. And the bang of the... I have no idea to say that. And the bang of the firecracker were all heard right before Mr. Inger's death. Thanks to Albie's statement, we can put a definitive timestamp on all these sounds. Therefore, what this vision shows is that it's extremely likely that the deceased's final moments were at 2, rather than 3 as we had originally thought. But wait a minute, that doesn't add up. Because we got there at 2:30, didn't we? Or no, we got there around 2:15. Huh. Dare I ask? It means the murder took place a full hour before Dirk entered the tomb. Pokunga! Ah, how can this be? Are you saying that I, the very personification of the law, have been mistaken? She broke her nails. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Now you see why justice will always prevail. Oh my god, the murder happened around 2 p.m. Oh my god, what happened? The personification of the law. Jesus, what is she gonna do? Alright, everyone relax, everyone relax. Shit. Well, in defense, I must remind you that the figure of this accused was clearly shown in the vision. How do you explain that? Well, he doesn't. I wouldn't say it was exactly. His face wasn't shown. After all, the figure didn't have a face. You're absolutely correct. Without a face, we can't be certain of who it was. Furthermore, need I remind you that if the vision of some 2 p.m., Dirk was still with me and Mr. Wright, which means this faceless figure couldn't possibly be him. So then, what are we to make of this 1 hour difference? Wait, 2 o'clock? That's when... My mother was performing the right-o channeling. The palace guards had all been reassigned to guard the channeling chamber for the rites. Don't tell me. The royal residence. It would have been virtually unguarded. Which means the real killer could have easily slipped into Amara's tomb. Defense, are you saying this is someone disguised as an accused? Damn straight. Insolence. Disguises cannot deceive the memories of the dead. That the face did not appear this time is mere happenstance. Had it appeared, such subterfuge would have been clear as day. He does have a point. Anyone who knows about the divination seance wouldn't try to hide their face. True. Nevertheless, our killer openly appeared before Inga. Question is, why? Paulo. Maybe the killer could afford to be so bold, because they knew their face wouldn't show up in the seance vision. Huh? It's possible that the killer dared to dress in Dirk's clothes and stand square in front of Inga, precisely because they knew they could get away with it. But how could anyone be so sure of something like that? A long time ago, I heard of a cognitive disorder that impairs a person's ability to distinguish between different faces. What if Inga had it? God, that'd be awful. Imagine if you couldn't tell the difference between your girlfriend or your sister or something. Oh gosh. Then, are you saying that this is literally how Inga saw the world? Really? Yeah, you can't only see through the eyes of others, but in this case we can. If you had that disorder, I imagine this is how faces appear to him in life. Huh. Okay, so let's say that the killer knew that Inga had such a disorder. They could definitely use it to pin the crime on Dirk. But if you're wondering about how to prove that Inga had it, you already have what you need. I do. Well, defense, do you have anything to show to this court? Yeah, sure. Which I have no clue what this thing means, but I guess I should look at the evidence. What explains why the face of Mr. Inga's killer is absent in the seance vision? That's a great question, Judge. And you see, Oh, this is why he wrote down the names of people, or not the names, the descriptions of people. Oh, a notepad. Yes, it was found in Mr. Inga's room. And it holds the answer we're looking for. As you can see, it's filled with detailed notes on various individuals. What kind of clothes they wear, hairstyles, and other discerning physical characteristics. And this is connected to the faceless nature of the killer. How? Just shut up for a moment, I'll tell you, dumbass. The vision we saw was exactly what Mr. Inga saw with his own eyes. It is he who saw the killer as a person without a face. In fact, this is how he normally saw everyone around him. What's this? What Mr. Inga had a disorder that prevented him from recognizing faces. It would explain the faceless being. And why he needed a notepad full of people's physical characteristics. Now that I think about it, my father was always terrible at remembering people. By simply changing my hairstyle, he wouldn't fail to recognize even me. Your Eminence, you knew that your husband had such a disorder, didn't you? He never wished for it to become public knowledge. But I suppose there is no use in keeping quiet about it now. It is as you say, my late husband had a special disorder that hindered his ability to recognize faces. The medical term for it is prosopagnosia. So Rep was right. Of course, it's your boy. Memories of those afflicted with such disorders in life do appear strange at times. There is precedence for this. So the killer knew about the disorder and used it to their advantage. Right, so there's someone who is both knowledgeable about different seance and aware of Inga's affliction. Well, that narrows down the suspects. Your Eminence, who knew about your husband's condition? A small number of servants who tended to his needs. And me. Surely you are not about to insinuate that I committed this crime. What? No. I don't know. She might have done it. Garan has an alibi, remember? Oh, yeah. He was conducting the riot channeling at 2 p.m. In that case... Your Eminence, does Nina know about Mr. Inga's disorder? Of course she does. She is our head servant. So as head servant, she knew about Minister Inga's condition. And as the princess's personal attendant, she's familiar with the different seance. If these two facts together don't make her a possible suspect, I don't know what would. You dumb fuck. How quick you are to forget the facts. Well, what facts? When Inga was last seen alive. You claim he was slain at 2, yet that is impossible. For Rafa saw him at 2:30. We did, but isn't that what I said at first? Like, we saw these things at 2:30. Ah, shit, we did forget about that. What, no, there's gotta be some mistake. So you see, the murder could only happen at 3 p.m. The hour Dirk entered the tomb. There is no other answer to this puzzle. Ah, shit. Why don't we ever get to make up answers like Garan, like, makes up laws? It's back to square one. Where did we go wrong? I don't think we're the problem. You just need to short on one piece of evidence. Our deductions so far explain everything to a T. Everything except for Inga's sighting at 2:30. I see. Now that I found a puzzle piece, all our deductions fall apart. Paula, if Inga's sighting is the only anomaly, we'd have to find a way to make it fit into the bigger picture. Time to think outside the box then, right? Let's see. It would be impossible to see Inga walking after he'd been killed, right? But what if there was a way to make people think he was alive even though he was dead? Spirit channeling. That's the only thing I can think of, like a way to make people witness living dead. Some kind of TV show. Things like that don't happen in real life. Or do they? Apollo, did you just... I did. I figured it out. I know how to make people witness the living dead. Your Majesty, our deductions weren't wrong after all. Besides Minister Inga being murdered at 2 p.m., he was seen heading into the tomb at 2:30, and I'll tell you how. I certainly hope you will, because I have no clue what you're talking about. Hey, me neither, dude. Minister Inga her benevolent thought was, in fact, someone channeling him. I hope. It was a deceased being channeled. It's the only way a man who was already dead could have been seen by her benevolence. Channeled, you say? That's right, and there are only 2 people capable of spirit channeling here in Khura'in. Her Eminence Queen Garan and Maya Fey. It's possible that one of them was channeling the minister. It would seem that you are ever bent on making me party to this crime. Prosecutor, what was I doing at 2:30 p.m., the time at which my husband was seen? Eminence. I believe you had completed the channeling rite, and were having tea with the king of the neighboring realm. There would have been many attendants there too. Nina doesn't keep up with her schedule too. What doesn't she make him do? And that leaves only Maya. Right, it does. Wasn't she in the hospital or something? Maybe someone's forcing her to use her power towards nefarious ends. The killer could have been threatening her. That cannot be. So then Inga's scream Mai was tied up though, wasn't she? Right? She was being held hostage there, that's right. Or no. This is before he went in, I think. So then Ing's scream, that was probably from when he quote unquote woke up from being called back to the world. After all, it's when the flow of time would have picked back up for him after he died. So Mr. Inga probably leapt to his feet, thinking he just had a nightmare. Then, realizing it was almost time for the hostage exchange, he raced off to Amara's tomb, even realizing he was already dead. Is that even how spirit channeling works? I thought, I don't know. Then her benevolence really did see a dead man running. Oh my gosh, this nigga saw a dead man. What the fuck? Using the sacred power of spirit channeling to commit a crime? How can this be? The defense calls Mai Fei to the stand. Well, Your Eminence, will you allow the witness? Matters not. Either way, this lawyer shall soon know the truth. He will know just how much of a dumbass he is in the face of my infallible arguments. You answer me all you want, bitch, but you'll be eating those words when I expose the truth. Alright then, let's adjourn until the next one is ready. Alright. Don't hear what you could be. Oh my god, to be continued. Why did this fucking